am sailing, I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying like a bird across the sky.
Isa-isa bolang hilang sa
Well, that's about a level he can manage.
Yeah, it's not working out in Italy for him or his wife. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Scotty. Is that all we have? Just the three of us?
This is three of us, yeah.
Can you tell me, have you got the CREW bar sponsored by Ollie's Pocket sign in your...
No, that's David's studio.
By what?
So it's okay, Steve. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, good, mate. Well, welcome back from your cruise.
Thank you. I've come back full of a cold. I've come back full of a cold. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I've just met up with an Italian guy today I worked on the Sun Princess with in Liverpool. He's come over for the Liverpool game against Como.
Is that Tuesday?
Pardon?
Is it Tuesday?
Tonight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've just been to Liverpool. I met them at lunchtime. They got here. They flew in this morning. I met them at lunchtime. I've not seen him for 40 years.
Como, yeah, nice place, Como.
Yeah,
and visited it once many years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Went by train from Dover to Rome, and then from Rome up to Lugano and Como, and
yeah,
a 10-day trip.
He used to be a baker on the Sun Princess. Yeah. He used to work in the baker's shop.
Wow.
Played football with him a couple of times. Yeah. It was a nice little day. Nice day. Nice to see him. Everybody.
How old is he now?
Oh, he's probably a couple of years older than me. 75. Oh. He was one of the first Italians to join the Sun Princess when the Italians took over.
Yeah.
The catering side and the restaurant and the galley.
Right.
How did you meet up with him then? I mean,
I've been friends with him on Facebook.
Okay.
David.
Hello, boys.
Oh, you are there.
Stephen. You good?
You've been living in my spare room.
Which? Who wants to give me the first bollocking?
No.
You've been living in my spare room for the last hour.
David, Pete didn't realise that was your studio. He thought that was just something that popped up.
Oh, this is a very special studio. Stephen, quick question.
David.
Have you been to Liverpool or are you in Liverpool? And have you seen your Italian homie?
I've been to Liverpool. I've seen the Italian homie. And they have gone to the football match tonight.
Oh.
That's why they came over for the Liverpool Como football game.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
And he messaged me yesterday, said, I'm coming over to Liverpool tomorrow. You know, you live in Manchester. I said, well, I live near Liverpool. I'm not too far from Liverpool. It's only 35 minutes on the train. And so we met up at lunchtime. Had a bit of lunch.
Great.
Catch up. Not
What
seen
team?
for 40 years.
What team are they?
Come on.
Are they in Serie A?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
They come up from
Cesc Fabregas, their manager.
yes, yes.
Ah,
They've just
They
signed
come up from
somebody.
nowhere.
Well, just signed
They
a big.
came up from nowhere. They're like Division 3, 2, what you know what I mean? They came right up.
right.
Oh,
Didn't they sign that Chelsea defender?
Oh, what's his name?
Played in the World Cup, didn't he, for a game?
Yeah. Oh, like who went to. You got you know. Oh.
And
Mm.
apparently
I know
got
exactly
plenty-
who you mean.
They've apparently now got plenty of money behind them.
right.
But they've only got a very small stadium. Only fits 15,500.
15 for Bournemouth. That's a huge stadium. And now, talking about stadiums and Margate, Scotty,
Yes.
thank you for putting up the backdrop. I know I missed the opportunity last week. So what is the story with this particular one or other ones in general?
Actually, well, I've got a few of them. David Saunders, you know him? He was a purser.
Oh, little fella with glasses.
Yeah, he sent me pictures of all of the itineraries of the Chusan right the way through. From the time I joined until I left, and I think that's the second voyage, proper world voyages. They were when we went down to Cape Town and up to Bombay and across to Aussie and round Australia, Hong Kong, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you start the cruise? Were you sailing out of London then?
No, Southampton.
Right.
Yeah, I think that I can't see it, but I think that was Dakar, wasn't it? Yeah.
Lovely
That's
place.
one of our favourite places, isn't
Oh,
it, Scotty?
superb place.
Yeah. That was a good ship to be on. I tried to arrange ships that were going to different places, and I was quite successful, really. We went round the world a couple of times on Chusan and down to South America and up the North Cape, Japan for weeks on end, and down around Aussie, New Zealand, and the islands.
Oh, and when you were on there doing those particular cruises, who else do we know may have been with you at the time?
Good
Blackpool
question,
Bob.
Dave. Yeah.
Blackpool Bob.
Yeah, Blackpool Bob was on there.
Yeah.
Well,
Was Phil Butcher on there?
no, he'd gone before then. Nevin
Right.
on there, but he left just before all that. No, I think it was only Blackpool Bob's the only one I can think of
Yeah.
who was on there. Oh, I left there.
What about Pratty? Was Pratty on there as a junior purser or anything?
No, it doesn't ring a bell to me. I think we had Mike Smart. Remember him? No, Graham Heap. Oh, yeah, Graham. He was on there.
What, the Heap?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a senior AP.
Yeah.
We used to have to wake him up every morning. Get the good morning sheets done and the wireless news and whatever. all the jobs that boys used to have to do.
But is that you had to wake him up in the morning because he was the only one that was putting in 23 hours a day hard work?
No, he was the one that had to read it before I could print it.
All right, okay.
Just to check the printing. The spelling mistakes, I think.
Oh, a bit like with one of the Oscar tales, wasn't it? With not the Costetner, but some other thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Did you have to operate it as well, Scotty?
Sorry?
Did you have to operate that printer?
Oh, yeah. You could do it press a button and it would do it automatically, but it was too slow. So I used to spin the handle around, do it manually, and print out about 500.
That's one of those ones. Okay.
Yeah, 500 to 1,000 sheets every morning.
I used to do it on the horse over. I'd had the same job.
Yeah, they're covered in ink with all the skins that you used to put on the machine.
Yeah.
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 You did?
Colonel, I see another Oscar tale coming up.
Yeah.
If I could change my background, I'll
Yeah.
show you who else was on with me.
Okay.
Somehow, hang on. Yeah, go
That's
down there.
Trevor Chalobah. No, it wasn't Trevor Chalobah.
It was
Trevor
Chalobah.
Chalobah?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What about Andy Hiscox? Was he on there, Scotty?
No, not my time. No,
Right, right.
I'm just looking.
So,
No,
Steve, did you get a group photo when you met up with the boys today?
Well, I got a photo with me and him, and then I got a
Yeah.
single photo with the other chap with his son,
Right.
standing with the Beatles.
Lovely, lovely.
So,
Oh, I see. So there's a few photos. Was that from that particular time, Scotty?
there you go. There's
Yeah.
there's me at the bottom left with
Yeah,
the senior woman AP.
yeah.
I was just a mere 16-year-old there.
Yeah, I've
And-
seen that
and
before.
the senior officers there teaching me how to drink.
yeah.
Well, so you learned by the best.
Oh yes. She was the senior woman, and Graham was the senior male.
Is that Graham Heap there with you?
No, that's a deck officer,
Another one, right.
Mike Barber. And in the picture on the right hand side, that's me with another bellboy, a little Japanese girl, and her friend.
Was that in 1970 or 69, Scotty?
70?
70, okay.
That's 70 in Kobe. That's the first time we went to Kobe.
Okay.
Right.
Trying
We
to
were
say
there
girl, who I took him up and down in the lift.
Yeah, that's right. We were there for a week. No
Oh.
passengers on the ship.
Hello, Brendan.
Hi guys.
Brenda.
The picture above, I think there's a famous person on the left-hand side.
Blackpool Bob.
Is that from the Northwest Tangerine section?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the True Sand in the veranda bar, I think it was. Yeah.
Right. So who was doing what job at the time?
Well,
With
I
you
was
and
a
Blackpool
boy.
Bob?
I was a boy. He was PRS.
Right.
And Ron, is it Ron with the tie on?
Ron Curtis.
Yeah. I can't remember the others.
Oh, I've got a tale to tell you about the cruise. You know, Princess is celebrating 60 years this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's taking into consideration what was it Jim McDonald? Was it Jim McDonald?
Yes, the original.
Yeah.
When he started off with the Princess Patricia, they've counted that as the start.
Okay.
So I was talking to the cruise director on that one, and I said, I understand where you're coming from 60 years, but really, Princess Cruises started when the Love Boat thing came into existence, didn't it?
Yeah.
The Love Boat thing.
Yeah,
Which is
when
like
it really took off.
Yeah, was it 72, 73, that, Brendan?
73, 74.
I think it was 74.
Yeah. Well, I said to her, 70, I worked on the Sun Princess. She went, you worked on the Sun Princess, the original one, yeah. Wow, she said, wow, we've actually got an original person here who worked on the Sun Princess. Original, I said, yeah. And I said, in actual fact, the fact is, they all say that the Love Boat was filmed on the Pacific Princess.
It wasn't,
But it wasn't. It was done on the Sun Princess as the pilot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're quite right, Steve. Quite right.
Tell me more, she said. I don't know any of this.
You should told them that it was Aaron Spelling, Steve, that he didn't like having the real crew members in it. So that's when he changed it to actors and went to the Pacific Princess.
Right. Okay. I didn't know that bit, John.
Yeah.
But and she was they had the cocktail party for them, for the elite, John. We had that party.
Yeah.
And she was saying at the party, remember, and the captain would normally have his party in his cabin. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the smaller ships. And
Yeah.
I thought, I've got to tell you a story about that. When Chaffee locked John Young in the bathroom.
That's he blocked him in, didn't he?
Yeah.
She said, what? I said, well, he set the bar up right against the bar to the bathroom and all bottles, glasses, ice, cans, everything. He didn't know he was in there. He buggered off for a smoke. He couldn't get out. He came back into the room. All he could hear was, "Oh, someone let me out of it. It was someone." I said, he had 2 minutes. He come out of the bathroom in his towel. He had 2 minutes to get dressed before the passengers came in. And she said, I said, no, it happened. It honestly happened.
Yeah.
I remember when they did the original one, the pilot one. There's a couple of things I remember. Well, firstly, the star lady on the thing was a lady called Karen Valentine. She was one of the stars of the pilot, and I was a wine waiter for that cruise, and really lovely lady, very polite, very interested in what we did and everything. But they didn't take her on because I think she became a bit of a diva or a bit of a, I don't know, wanted a bit too much or something. So she never got picked for subsequent programs. And the other thing I think I remember, it might have been Columbo actually, when they filmed Columbo,
Yeah.
put a big generator on the crew deck, and because nobody could bronzy, they put $2,000 into the crew fund, that was going at the time.
Right.
Wow,
That's a couple of things I remember.
that was a lot of money in those days.
Very much so. Yeah.
Do you remember, Colonel, when they came on the PP? The captain's cocktail party, they had to have two right at the beginning of the cruise.
Yeah.
One for the beginning and one for the end for the passengers.
Yeah.
Well, they did it at the beginning to film it at the beginning of the cruise. And the other thing, they were in the Pacific bar, the Pacific Lounge, and Dave Shotton was actually filmed. What's he doing? What's he up to?
David, Derek, when you were talking, I just highlighted the beer I'm having tonight. It's called Bishop's Finger. It's a very well-known Kentish ale.
That's right, yeah.
But it's commonly known as Nun's Delight.
Yeah.
Well,
Dave Shotton was actually filmed serving drinks at the table in the Pacific bar, and that appeared on the television.
Oh,
or
really?
in the actual film of the Love Boat.
In
the show, yeah. Okay, wow.
Yeah. It was the only PRS.
Yeah.
Were they on a lot of the time then, Scotty, for all this filming?
Yeah, we saw them. I think just a couple of cruises they were on.
Yeah. What they did is they had a studio with a replica stuff like the foyer with the staircase. So they did a lot of exterior shots, but then most of it was done in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we went down to Aussie.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if Princess are celebrating 60 years, they will be interested in this crew bar get together of old Princess Cruises staff. Wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Johnny,
get on to them. We had a group.
Get in a car, drive down to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Get us all
Johnny, you're the nearest. Yeah. Just get down in your Ford Cadillac.
Yeah.
Just drive down.
Go in there with your camera.
It's funny tonight. Not only do we have Steve Walker on fire, we got Brendan on fire tonight too. It's great. I love it.
That's because of this bloody stuff.
It's all to do with the bishop, dear.
Bishop's finger.
I have to tell you, Brendan, what happened today. Okay, so I sent a text to Dave saying that Pete's in the bar by himself at 10 after 6. So you might want to join him. Well, what happened was Dave joined, but only his studio. So Pete for 40 minutes was wondering what this bloody Ollie Pocket thing's doing on his screen.
Now, Pete, Ollie's Pocket was and could still be a very valuable part of the show of the crew bar.
I shall find the cruise director on the Sky Princess next week and ask him They know
Yeah,
it.
so I tell you,
Yeah, get
I
on
tell
to him,
you,
Derek. You're on the case. You're the historian, so you'll be able to relay all the facts and figures and personalities to him.
Yeah. David Plews, who wrote the book about the Chusan, I've just been in contact with him, and I've mentioned that he should come on the Zoom as well, and then
Yeah.
we could have a chat with him.
Yeah.
What job did he do?
He was a musician.
Yeah.
Ah,
Flipping heck.
Yeah.
that's unusual, isn't it? A musician writing about a
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good book. Lots of photographs in it with the likes of me
Sounds good.
and
bit younger there, Derek.
yeah, and Blackpool Bob. Yeah.
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 I mean, that's great. And I mean, Blackpool Bob is amazing. You know, he's so sharp as a flipping razor, isn't he? And really good for it. And he's just bought his new
electric
limo.
car, yeah.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
his new car. It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. People in there lately. We had a friend round. What day was it? On Tuesday. They came. An old couple that we know for a long time. He's 89, and he just went out and bought a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I said, "You're 89." He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "I've got the money. I'm going to buy myself a new car."
Yeah.
Why let Burnham have it?
Yeah, why
thanks,
let- yeah. He said the kids will have it when I'm gone. So
That's a lovely look. You have to live it. You've got to live
Yeah.
it.
yeah, why not?
Electric, Brendan?
It is electric, Pete.
Oh.
It's all electric. Yeah, he wanted
Good
an
man.
electric. He wanted an electric one.
Good man.
I saw the picture of you on Margate Beach, Brendan, and I
I
thought,
know.
I thought to myself, you've been there more times than I have.
Well, I'll tell you, we had a fabulous day. Our granddaughter and grandson wanted to go there, so I had to carry everything: the deck chairs, the flipping windbreaker, the umbrella. I'm carrying everything. Sherry's holding on to the grandchildren. You've got to go across that road in Margate Seafront. It's treacherous. We got across the road. We got onto the beach. We got pitched up. I said, right, get a pitch near the sea so we can see them when they're in the sea. So because there's been a lot of kids drowning, and these are just 10 and 6. We got there and we're all pitched up. Oh, lovely there. We got a good view of them. They're in their buckets and spades digging and everything. And I'm not kidding you. About 10 minutes later, 20 Arabs came along and just sat in front of us, right? All with, dressed in all the gear and everything like that. And I thought, what can you do? What can you do? So we just had to sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of people come down from London and places like that.
They have their dinghy with them.
I did have a chuckle because they couldn't figure out how to put a deck chair up. I said to Sherry, I'm not going to show them. I'm not going to show them. But I did help them out because they were trying to get the sun thing in the sand, the umbrella base.
Yeah.
But I had a mallet.
Oh.
I held my mallet up and I said, I got a mallet here if you want to use this. About blocking our view, couldn't see the grandchildren. But it was absolutely rammed, Margate Beach. We got there early, and this whole southeast corner here, I'm sure it's safe down in Dave's neck of the woods. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people really enjoying the British summer. The local economy must be doing really well.
Brendan. So how much does Mr. Whippy with the chocolate thing, the cabbage chocolate flake, how much does that cost now?
Well, on Margate Beach, you pay about £3 to £4 for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So down Bournemouth way.
Yeah.
Bournemouth. Well, they've put the extra on for Bournemouth residents. They're all
they're all rich.
Money down there.
They're all rich.
But if Binface had got in at Clacton, he was going to sell them for 99p. Because they were 99. He said they should be 99p.
I thought he was fantastic.
Oh, great.
I had a little tip, Brendan. Next time you go to Margate, don't go and sit on the beach at Margate. Go to Westgate or Minnis Bay.
Or Westbrook, along there. That's quite good.
Or Westbrook.
Yeah.
Have they still got the fun fair there?
Yeah.
Margate.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's it called?
Dreamland.
Dreamland.
Yeah, it's not as Dreamland as it used to be, but
No, it's not as good as it used to be. But we had to do the penny slots afterwards, and then big plate of chips and mugs of tea all round. Yeah, it's a good day.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah,
they-
well,
they have live shows in the evening at Dreamland more times than anything else.
That's for the
Yeah.
adults, Derek.
Big stars there. You get,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah, it's got some big names.
big names. Tom
Well,
Jones
the
was
winter-
actually there last year.
The Winter Gardens are just up the road, aren't they? I mean, they had world famous acts there, didn't they? Shirley
Yeah.
Bassey,
yeah.
Somebody's
Dean
just
Martin,
bought
there's some
that.
massive acts there.
Somebody's just bought that and doing a complete refurbishment of that.
It's a fantastic construction because it's
Yeah.
sunk into the cliff, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Really clever.
Yeah.
But it's been let go. Been let go.
Yeah.
Are you
Anyway.
still on a hose pipe band, Brendan?
Pardon?
Are you still on a hose pipe band down there?
We've never had a hosepipe band, Steve.
Have you not?
No,
I
not
thought
on
you
this
were-
corner because
No.
we got loads of water in the chalk. There's
Oh,
aquifers.
right, okay.
We
Loads and loads of we got loads of water. We don't
Well,
never
right.
have. We very rarely have a hosepipe ban here.
Right.
but I think we're all more aware down there that
Yeah,
how much water you can use. You know, you don't want to waste it.
Okay, we've got someone on iPhone 3. He's
Yeah,
he's
Bobo.
oh, here he comes.
Is it Bobo?
Probably Bobo.
No, it can't be Bobo. It's someone else. Who is it?
Taffy?
What's
Taffy?
Bobo? What's
No,
Bobo
not
on?
Taffy, because
Is
Ireland
Bobo
they-
on iPhone 2?
could be
iPhone-
Or is
Ireland.
Bobo on
iPhone
iPhone
3.
1?
iPhone 3, but I asked them to unmute and they did that, so they could probably hear us.
Hello?
Yeah, I think it's me. No,
Told ya.
Oh,
no,
hang on.
no.
Oh, no.
He hasn't. I'll tell you now. He hasn't paid his electric bill, and that's why he can't get through.
Yeah, he just needs
I-
to switch on his video now.
I
There you
just
go.
can't get a picture.
Yeah, you will. Keep
You
on
will.
pressing things.
Noel, have you finished all the birthday cake?
I tell you, look at me, look.
Look, we
Look
can't
at
look.
What? Look at what?
We can't
can't see
see
it.
you.
It was too it was
turn
too
your
rich.
lights on.
Yeah, too much sugar in it.
Yeah. I was in Dublin the other day for a day.
Yeah, they probably robbed you for a pint up there, did they?
In actual fact, no, I found a little bar in the back streets. €6.30 for a pint of Guinness.
That's pretty good.
It must be a very back street, was it?
It wasn't that bad. It was up round near the cathedral.
There's some
Yeah.
nice young babies standing around.
Yeah, it was up near the cathedral.
It's more likely that zero stuff, Steve. They're
But
dodgy. those
no,
guys.
it was a proper Dublin pub with the locals sat in there having a pint at the bar and that. You know what I mean? Rather than the flimming the other place where it's bouncing.
Ah,
and
hey, well
the-
done, Noel.
There it is.
No,
Vision
you're
and-
There
wrong.
you go.
Hello.
So whatever you did, Noel, can you remember it and maybe write it down?
No chance.
Okay, it's in there.
It's in
Okay.
there. Well done, you.
I'll send you the
There you
link,
go.
Noel. I'll send you the link.
Brendan, I've no links at all. I fell over one the other day here and I broke it.
Oh,
That's a joke between Brendan and myself.
okay.
Send in the link.
And Noel, we were mentioning about the hose pipe bans. You've certainly not needed one, have you?
Yes, we have a hose pipe ban until the 20th of this month, until the next weekend, yeah.
What? I thought you were
Really?
getting plenty of rain.
No, we haven't got rain for months, no.
Well, I'm blowed.
No.
I
I
thought
mean,
your southern, your more south, Northern Ireland's been getting rain, hasn't it?
No, well, the further south you get, Northern Ireland, like north or northwest, they got a lot of rain, but
Yeah.
down here, the Midlands, we got very little rain this year. Look.
Yeah,
I mean,
it rained in Belfast the other week when we were there last week.
But Dublin, yeah, well, the east, yeah, when you go up north or the north west coast, they got quite a bit of rain, but we got nothing. No.
Yeah.
So, Noel, here's another quick question. Because Scotty put up these great photos, and he had an itinerary of cruising on the Chusan. Is that right, Scotty?
Yeah, yeah.
Noel, were you ever on the Chusan?
No.
And what about another one of the sister ships? There was a few of them.
Himalaya, yes.
Iberia.
No, I was on the Horse over the Oranza and Orsova, the Aranza, and the Orchides. They were the 3 ships I was on. And Canberra.
And then Canberra.
Yeah.
I was on the Orsova. First ship.
I think Orsova was my first ship too.
Yeah.
No,
1970.
I think Aranza was my first ship. The Orsova was my second ship. And the Orchides my third ship.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth one was the Canberra, one of my favourite ships of all times. And then to finish off my career, Sun Princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it. The Sun Princess seems to have finished off quite a few of us, actually.
Yeah.
In more ways than one, yeah.
yeah, literally.
The other week I was talking about when we first went to sea in our cabins and who we met and things like that. And I was intrigued to know is how did we all make the decision to go and work at sea? What was the trigger point? Because I was talking to Derek and Noel about a guy called Terry Hopper, who some of you might know. And Terry worked in the Bonito Club on the Canberra, but Terry lived next door to me. He was always a very, very good footballer at school and stuff. And he went to sea. He went to Thanet Catering College and went on to sea to P&O Cruises. And it was him that really inspired me, because I was having a bit of a difficult time at home and I just felt I needed to get away and do some things. So, and that came up. And that's how I ended up going to sea, really. I was just wondering really how each and every one of you, what was it? How did you? Where were you? Were you in a bar and someone talking to you?
Do you want to ask me, Brendan?
I'll start with you, Johnny.
I was driving my 1956 Pontiac Chieftain down to Brighton with the boys, and all of a sudden we get the blue lights behind us because they nicked me for nicking petrol. It wasn't my fault because I put 10p in the machine and it pumped me like 20 gallons. I thought, this is good.
Oh, that old chestnut.
No, seriously, the Crawley
doing it today, John.
The Crawley police, they nicked me, and basically it was my second offence. I was a bit of a tea leaf, and so I thought, bloody hell, I need to do something different. So that's when I picked up the phone and called Cunard. Told them that I was a cook because I was working at an aircraft catering place, and can I get a job? They told me to bug off. Then I called P&O. They said, "Come on down," and that's what I did.
It all stemmed from nicking a tank of fuel of petrol. Okay.
Yeah.
It must have been shillings and pence in those days, surely.
No, it was 1971, Scotty.
Oh yeah, 10p.
And so they changed the 10p.
No, it wasn't 10p. There were 2 bobs, weren't they? There
No,
weren't
talking
10p.
Florin.
Talking about the
2 bob coin.
It was a 50p thing. Yeah, 50p thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, that's me. So
I'd left school at 16 and I was working in a car body repair place, where you had a bump, repairing bumps on cars.
Yeah.
And it was a shithole, to be honest with you. The floors were dirt. There's no concrete, the dirt floors, and walking under these cars, getting freezing cold in the middle of winter. And I got appendicitis. And I got took in hospital and had my appendix out. And when I was in hospital, I was reading a magazine and I saw an advert, Merchant Navy, look, recruiting, boom, 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 boom. So I said to my dad, I want to do that. So next thing is on to the Shipping Federation Liverpool. They called me down for an interview. And before you know it, I'm Bob's your uncle, I'm at Gravesend. Pardon?
What year was that?
1969.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 69. I went to Gravesend in November. I left in February. I got called into the office at Gravesend when I was going home. I thought, what have I done here now? I didn't bother already. I've not been anywhere yet. And he says, in you come, he said, you've been selected by P&O. So they must have had a process where they were picking people out of the classes. He said, P&O been in, they've selected you, they'll give you a job. He said, we've given them all your details. All you have to do now is go home and they'll contact you when there's a ship. And in the meantime, they put you on pay.
That's right. They used to put you on
Yeah.
pay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
sat at home from February until early April. By the time they called me up.
That was
I got
was
a
quick.
telegram, join the horse over, boom, boom, boom.
So if you hadn't got
Total warrant.
if you hadn't got appendicitis, Steve, you'd still be lying on that dirt floor in a body repair shop in Manchester.
Yeah,
Exactly.
On
Exactly.
your back.
Yeah.
So, Scotty, what made you?
Oh well, I wanted to be something. I wanted to do navigation. Funny enough, and the people in the job centre said, "Oh, you can't do that. You wear glasses," and that was about it. They said, "But you can join the catering department," and I said, "Okay, I'll do that then."
Yeah.
And I ended up going to Thanet College.
Right.
Then I ended up going to the sea school.
Yeah.
Did my 10 weeks. And I was 16 in August. I left the college in September. And before the end of September, I'd had a text or a telegram saying join Chusan.
So P&O took you on as well, did they?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me on. I only went home for a week or two, and that was it.
Yeah.
Gone.
Straight away.
Straight away. And I think in the next 2 years, I probably only went home for a few days of the annual refits.
Yeah. Well, that first trip of mine was over 9 months.
Yeah.
Mm.
But what about the rest of you? What about you, Charles?
Yeah,
How did you
Charlie.
end up going to sea? What was the story?
With me,
Yeah.
I wanted to be a lumberjack.
There's a song about that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was
work all
actually
day,
in the Royal Navy before the Merchant Navy, so I'd done a few months there and was getting nowhere, no ships in sight or nothing, and just when I brought myself out of there, I still had the feeling I wanted to go to sea, and went down to P&O, got a job down there.
Brilliant.
As,
What year was that, Charlie?
1970. I was in the Royal Navy as a seaman, so a deckhand and that type of thing. So I said I was looking for something like that, and I said, "Oh, there ain't nothing happening in that way. Was you doing anything else?" So, well, I'm a qualified butcher, and they said, "Oh, yeah, we need butchers and stuff like that." So, got a job down to the Arcadia. I went in April 1970, and the rest is history.
Well, you can fly the blue ensign, Charles.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You can fly the blue ensign, being ex-Navy.
Yeah, but I was only in there for 3 months.
I know, but technically it'd be fun though for you to fly the blue ensign as well as the red ensign. Yeah.
All I did was the basic training. I thought you get on there and you was on a ship. Little did I know.
Hey, now, Pete, what made you?
What's your story, Pete?
Go to sea, right. I've been working at the gas board in Croydon on the first ever computer. They pioneered it, and it was such a boring job feeding cards into the computer and getting printouts and that. I said to my mum, who was the office manager, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going down to Newquay to work in the hotels down there. And one of my mates said, "Well, I'll come with you." And his brother said, "Yeah, I'll come with you as well." And one of them, you know these two guys, Charlie, Steve, and Graham Cassidy. He'd been on the Ursova. So we were down in Newquay, and unfortunately, we got a little bit carried away with not quite as bad as John. We didn't nick petrol. We got nicked with a bit of Moroccan. And I went to call, and then the old bill, even in those days, this is 1971, the fine was £100. And that was like all summer's wages at this hotel we were working at. So Steve said, "Right, okay, let's forget this. I know what we'll do. We'll go to sea." And I went, "What are you on about? Go to sea?"
Let's
said,
leave
"Right."
the country.
Yeah. And his brother Graham said, "Yeah, okay, I'm up for it." So we went to the Federation in Prescott Street, got our books, signed on, walked round the corner to Beaufort House, saw Marion Taylor, God bless her, and she said, "Right, okay, I'll put you on the list for the Arcadia." And didn't have a clue what she was talking about.
As what?
Stewards, AS, assistant stewards.
How did you join the union? They sent you
You
into
could
the
you
union,
could
right?
join the union in those days if you had a ship. If the P&O had given us a ship, all three on the same ship, then the union you got your discharge book, and you join the union in the same place at Prescott Street.
Yeah, yeah.
2 weeks later, we flew out to Vancouver, which is where I bumped into Bobo, who joining the same ship as a cinema attendant. And Charlie, of course, was on that ship as well. And that's how we forged our relationship. But if it hadn't been for a little bit of blow, who would have known what I'd been doing?
But the big
Pete,
question
It's
is,
a friendship, not a
the big question
relationship.
is, Pete, did you ever pay the fine?
No, I didn't.
Well, Pete,
Yeah.
I should point out, Pete, we were in Newquay a couple of years ago, and there's a wanted poster outside Newquay PlayStation.
Three blokes from Croydon.
Croydon Mafia.
Just for the record, Pete, I'm innocent. I put my money in the petrol machine.
Yeah, everywhere. Everyone's innocent, John.
Yeah. I was innocent. I was just looking after it for someone.
Yeah, but I went to court though, Pete, and I told them I had a job with P&O, but depending on whether they give me probation or not, so I got off scot-free anyway.
That was good.
It's a funny thing. There's a lot of that happened. There was a fella joined the Canberra. His name was Morris Douglas Aloysius Debussy Mahoney Samuels.
Wow,
How do you remember that?
Well, and
Because he's the historian, Pete. That's what his job is.
he was a bit of a crook in London, but his best mate that joined with him was a police driver.
Oh wow!
Oh,
In
hang on. That was
and he had a little tash.
yeah, a tash. I remember him.
I can't remember his name.
Was his name Pete? Was his name Pete? Was his name Pete?
He might have.
He was
I
an
don't know,
AS, wasn't he? And then he
Yeah.
went PRS in the Meridian.
But he ended up going out with Terry Hopper's girlfriend's Leslie. He went out with her best friend, Judy.
Wow.
And,
Derek, you got a memory on you.
Yeah.
He was a lovely guy. He was the pantry US in the Meridian when we were.
But Sammy,
PRSing.
he was brilliant. He was a really nice bloke, but he was a bit of a crook in London. And
I love the name.
Lovely guy, yeah.
He ran away to sea.
Yeah.
What about Noel and Dave? Come on, you've not told your stories yet.
But I was working up in Sligo in a hotel up there. You know, Sligo up next to Donegal. So
yeah,
I had a girlfriend there that we used to go to the cinema maybe 2 or 3 times a week because we know where else to go to. And I think after Pate News or Movie Town News, there was always a little program about traveling. And I remember once or twice they showed it, a passenger liner and people getting on and getting off, like, you know, geez, that'd be lovely to go, you know, all the different countries. So shortly after that, I went to London to work. Jimmy McElhenney, who you all knew, I think, a lot of you did,
Yeah.
and another guy called Tommy Kitson. We all worked in Sligo together. So we went to London and we're working in the Piccadilly Hotel in Piccadilly Circus there. And then for whatever reason, we started talking about what we're going to do next. I said, why don't we go to, I was telling them about what I saw in Paid News or Movie Town News, the news program. So we decided we'd go to sea. And because we all had Irish passports, the 3 of us had, you know, And anyhow, we went down. I think we went to Prescott Street first, and then we went down. And I think we got a ship straight away. Jimmy McLeany got he went on. Oh, what did he go on?
Union Castle.
No. He went. You know, like what was the one next to the Canberra?
Oriana.
Oh, he went in Oriana, and Tommy Kissel and myself. I'm sure it was the Oronze, and of course we went on there, and well, we were both. We never saw any gay people before that we knew of. And of course, we got on there. So what are we doing here, sitting in the mess, like, you know? Two young Irish fellas in their 20s. This was about 1967, I think. And but anyway, to make long story short, we both made up to a first-class waiters. And that's what we started off as. And from then on, we said we do one trip around the world. I think we done many cruising for the first couple. That was in May. We done many cruising for the first couple of months, and then there was a 3-month trip. So we said we'd go to Australia and back, which we did, and then we said that was it, no more. But of course, then came back and spent the summer working in Galway, where most of you were 2 years ago, and had a great time there. And I went up to at the end of the season. It was very quiet, very few tips. And I went up to the manager. I told him I wanted a raise, you know. He looked at me, do you know? But no more raise, he says. What you have now, that's it. So I gave in my notice straight away, got on the train, went up to Dublin and came across to London again. I went down to the P&O offices and I got on I think it was Yarsoga. And I stayed there then for 13 years afterwards.
There you go.
That was that was it. I'd do it all again, so I would have got a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. So my story being after doing O levels at school, and
just a second, Dave. Just a second. Dave did know that there were gay people on board, by the way.
And that was probably the reason I went to sea. But
he was going to help out when they got busy.
Well, we thought gay people were funny people.
They were very happy.
Always happy.
Very happy. Extremely happy. And in fact, I met one before I even went to sea, because when I was after the school, because it was a disaster at school.
After O levels, Dave. Sorry, go on.
After the O levels, which sadly they asked all the wrong questions. I knew loads of answers, but they never asked me the questions.
Not in the right order.
Exactly. So my dad said, Dave, what are you going to do? I said, well, do you want me to retake the exams? And he said, no, your mother and I have been through enough already. We're not doing that. So he said, look, you need to think what you want to do. And I said, well, I don't know. And he said, you'll only succeed in something you enjoy doing. So whatever you enjoy doing is the thing to get a career in. He said, what do you enjoy doing? I said, well, I enjoy going on holiday. And he said, and honestly, it was my dad. He did say, he said, David, you need to work in the hotel industry, because you can then travel the world or go hotels down in Bournemouth or wherever you want to go. So I said, yeah, all right, I'll do that. So I went to Western Supermare Tech and did 2 years. And after the first year, I was still thinking, oh, well, I'll go into hotel management or whatever. After the first year, the second year students were already looking to where they were going to go. And one of the guys said to me, he said, well, I'm going to go and work on the cruise ships with P&O. And I thought to myself, I said, actually, that sounds a bit of fun. I could do that, maybe do that for a season or whatever. So anyway, the second year came by. In the meantime, I'm working in my holiday times at different hotels in Bath and Bristol. And in the second year, I was in the hotel in Bristol, and the other barman I was working with was an absolute screaming Lulu. I mean, I thought, bloody great, you know.
You taught him
Anyway,
well.
and he said, look, dear, you're going to see plenty of me when you go to sea. I said, oh, flipping not. So anyway, after doing the 2 years, I then wrote to all the different shipping companies, you know, Cunard, Shaw Saville, flipping Union Castle, P&O. P&O said, look, if you're in London, just come to, we'll give you an interview. The others were all waiting on results of exams. And I thought, bloody hell, if it goes like the O levels, I'm getting flipping nowhere. So anyway, into London we went, and I got the job with P&O. And the next thing is, it was down to Southampton, a week's training shoreside, and then it was 20 of us there, 12 to go on the Canberra, 8 to go on the Orsova, and we drew it out the hat. And at the time, I was very happy because I drew out the hat the Canberra, because I knew the Canberra was going to be doing 2 week medi cruising. The Aronze was going for a 6 month line voyage to Australia. And I thought, if I don't like it at sea, I can suffer 2 weeks, but 6 months might be a bloody nightmare. So as it was, Watsy joined the Aronze not long after, and I would have met up with him there and then
Blimey.
instead of all these
How
years
about
later.
that?
You know, he joined the same year.
Wow.
So anyway, it
Anyway,
took
yeah,
until
that's
this
a long
year to
story,
meet him.
David.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was it, and I was obviously very lucky because, as Noel said, the Canberra actually was really good, and you know, and Scotty, you were there with us. It was great, the different bars, and then going to the Sun Princess, I thought actually was really really good because it was just a smaller version, but you were meeting up with the guys that you already knew from the Canberra, you know.
Yeah.
Noel came on, Nevin did,
Joanne.
Scotty did, and then meeting up with you, Brendan, there, you
Yeah.
know.
Ollie.
Ollie was with us on the Canberra, and then he
Yeah.
obviously came over. And then meeting Pete on Sea Princess, that was another experience
Oh,
in a good way, and
They
obviously,
involve Colombian.
oh God, bloody. But Charlie, I just regret not actually
behave
sailing
yourself,
with you. You
Stephen.
know, it would have been lovely to have actually sailed with you because Colonel been around. You've been Oriana, and then you PP, and then the Sun. You know, you had a good choice, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Charlie, how long did you do in the end? How long did you stay on P&O?
7 years.
7 years.
1977, I left.
And then you went to Bermuda.
In 79,
Oh,
I had
okay.
a year or so in England, and then
All right.
had enough of that, and then had to get out again. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was the draw for Bermuda? I mean, did you just pick an island
Well,
in the whole
I
world, or?
picked about 4 different places. Like Steve said earlier, he was reading a magazine where they had the meat trade journals back in them days as well, and there was jobs in there, and there was 4 jobs I applied for, and Bermuda was the only one that came up. So
Yeah. And
Where
has
else
Brendan
were
asked
you
you
looking,
how the
Pete?
weather is?
sorry.
Has Brendan asked you how the weather is in Bermuda, Charles?
Yeah. No, the weather's fine
No,
today.
he has not. He's
Well,
not asked me questions. He
Charlie,
hasn't
He's
asked
got,
me.
he's got
You're
more
so
old rags.
fucking
He's got more old
boring,
rags
John.
behind him. He's got a few more old rags from last week. He had one there last week. Now he's got about 3 or 4 old
No,
rags
don't
behind
start him
you.
off. Don't start him off.
They won
After
3-0
today's
today.
victory, I was celebrating.
Oh, I see. You got all the shirts out, did you?
The annihilated City. Fuck, you know, did
Hey?
the annihilated City.
Yeah.
Is
So
anybody
going to
supposed to stand
Scotty,
behind me?
who's behind you? Is that Blackpool Bob and who?
That's Jimmy. Jimmy, is it?
Jimmy McIntyre?
Gizzy.
No.
Looks like Gizzy, is it?
No,
No,
it's not Gizzy.
It's Cass.
Who?
No.
Cass.
Cass.
Oh,
Ah.
He was assistant barman,
Yeah.
laundryman.
That's why we have an historian who he knows it all. Yeah.
Yeah, Cass Castleton.
Yeah.
Well, I
that
only
from-
got the Sun Princess by mistake. I left the Canberra and I wanted to go to work on one of the Princess ships. So I was coming home on leave, And I wrote a letter to P&O to say I wanted to go to the West Coast, whatever. I never got a chance. And I came home on leave. And them days, they used to send a telegraph to the local post office in my village here. And I get this telegraph to go ring P&O. We had no phone at home, my parents hadn't. So I'd go up to the post office and ring P&O. And they said, like, you're going to we're getting you're being transferred to the Sun Princess, but it'll be 3 weeks or something, So I said, well, I've got all my gear is still on the Canberra, So it says, well, go back to the Canberra, that's in dry dock or whatever, and collect your belongings and go home, and then we let you know when we're going to get to fly you out to Los Angeles. So I went back to the Canberra, got my stuff off there. I think I had to go to see Mr. Press. What was his name?
John Prescott.
John Prescott. Yeah. And we stayed I think actually Colin Doughty was there at the same time. And we stayed in the Merchant Navy Hotel in
Lancaster Gate.
Yeah.
And when I went back, when I joined something, I got the money I spent on the airfare that was all refunded to me, and I got an extra 3 weeks at home. That's how I ended up with Sun Princess.
Yeah.
I got to the PP. I got called up to the bar manager on the Canberra on the world voyage, and he said, "There's a chance that you'll be flying home from Mauritius or somewhere along with Seychelles or whatever to join the PP." I said, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that." But by the time we got there, things had changed, and I flew home after the end of the world voyage, or got home at the end of the world voyage, and then flew out to the PP. So I missed the first 4 months, or 2 months, because I was the first changeover with PRS. I joined Gizzy in Acapulco after being with him on the Ronce for I don't know how long, a couple of years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were together on the Ronce on the PP for a couple of years with the Colonel and one or two others.
Yeah. And
Trembling.
Dougie Bayliss.
Changing the subject a bit, who's heading up Princess Cruises out in Los Angeles now then, John? Because it used to be years ago, it was people like Pietro Corsi, wasn't it? And then Langston Carter was in charge for a while.
I don't know who those people are, Brendan.
I've lost touch with that, Brendan. I don't know.
Yeah, you always get the Panois, Pietro Corsi and Carol Hartel and all these names coming up. But,
yeah.
Bobo.
Hello, Bobo.
Hello, guys. How are you?
There's Bobo out for an evening stroll.
Nice to see you, Bobo.
Hang on. This is a friend of mine. I don't know who his next door neighbour's dog. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. I tell you what happened. This is a legitimate story why I'm late. I went to my local pub, which is only like 4 minutes away. And I said to the guy that I was drinking with, I said, I've got to go. It's 7 o'clock. And he said, no, it's not. It's nearly 8.
It is. Oh, well done, Bobo.
I couldn't believe it.
Is that the 19th hole?
Yeah, 19th hole. Scotty knows where it is. It's 4 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you have to.
Oh, well done, Bobo. But we've been talking about how we all went to sea and how it all came about. Of course, we can read all about this in your new book. Is that what you've just come in to promote it again?
No, I'm not promoting it at all anymore. No promotions. No, it doesn't need promoting anymore.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Charlie, when you in over here, when you're in London,
I'll be in a week and a half. 2 weeks today. I'll be in Ireland with Noel.
No.
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Seamus. But I arrived in the UK about 5 days, 6 days before that.
Okay. Are you coming back to London after you've left? After you've seen them in Ireland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll definitely touch base with you before then.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. And we'll set a few days.
Sounds good.
Well, might as well put the whole team to work, Dave. Ollie, you.
yeah, we are on tour. We're doing nearly as much touring as Watsy.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a good tour, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
Great. Hey, but
Oh,
Bobo, you're near, you're close.
You're back here now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm back in Broadstairs. Yeah. I'm all back here.
That was on the news yesterday, I think, or was with the weather, and it's had a lovely picture of the beach, where you are.
Oh, it's really, really nice. I was in Folkestone with my son the other day. Folkestone's lovely too. Folkestone's a lovely spot.
Yeah.
Folkestone's great.
Yeah, we my son's moved to a Victorian flat about 2 streets from the beach.
Oh, wow.
We went down to the beach and had a swim there and on Friday night. And I
Sea's
like
really warm.
Yeah, Folkestone's a beautiful spot. Yeah.
So just as
any news on Hilda, Bobo?
No, I actually, now that I'm home for a few days, I'll try and catch up with Hilda this week, I think, and Sujit, his husband. So I'll try and do that this week, one of the afternoons this week. I'll just check in with him because I've got to obviously I want to give him a bit of notice, but I'll definitely catching up with him probably this week. Yeah, so it's not far away. It's only 15 minutes, 20 minutes away. It's as I said, in the same street as my daughter. So
Okay.
yeah.
Colonel, is your backdrop a picture of Hilda's apartment?
What?
Is that a picture of Hilda's apartment there behind you?
Right there.
It's not quite that.
Not quite. But it's nice though, isn't it? You've been there, Bobo.
Where's that?
He's got a
Hilda's.
famous.
Hilda's a beautiful apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a famous neighbour, Hilda. It's the lady who acts as Vera.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't remember what her name is.
Does she live there?
No, she's in the next apartment.
Yeah, Brenda
Imelda Staunton.
Yeah, that's her. She's lovely.
Brenda
It's Brenda Blessing.
It's Brenda Blessing. Yeah,
right.
Brenda, whatever her name is.
That's what I said.
She's in the same block almost.
Yeah, she's only like 5 minutes away. It's next door, virtually.
Next door, yeah.
Next door.
So going back to Colonel's backdrop, though, Noel, what's the story there with the photograph Colonel's got? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it looks like it's an MGM, is it?
Okay, here's the deal. When Noel called me in Seattle to be his best man and paid for the airfare, whole thing, we're in this Cadillac going to Caesar's Palace for the night before Nosh Up. His friend must be some sort of gangster guy. He's driving, right? He drives the Cadillac up on the sidewalk. That's the pavement for you.
Yeah.
Throws the key at this guy, and we go in. I say, "Oh, well, what are you doing?" He said, "Okay, they'll take care of the car." So obviously Noel had some connections in Vegas.
Yeah, the mob.
Wow.
Bloody hell,
The
no.
mob.
Hey, look, before we do close down, there were quite a few apologies for not being able to come in because Ollie said, sorry, he wouldn't be able to make it. And Blackpool Bob's met up with friends from Oz and Paris and he's had an awesome pour out. Well, that's what Bob's all about.
That's good.
That was important,
Sorry, can I just get in there? I want to tell you, I don't remember paying for anything belong. So if I did, that was a mistake, John.
No. I remember that you were blind drunk for 3 days. No, I remember that very well.
I just know we had a good time. But
what I do know is as you were being married to lovely Tinker, I think you got objection to the pastor who you thought he may be of the
persuasion.
a Lulu.
He was a bit dodgy. He was a bit dodgy.
Yeah. So anyway,
And Noel, by the way, you did pay for all of that there, and you still owe the petrol station back in Manchester for Colonel's Cadillac fill up.
There's a few bills he still owes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I can't believe we got two jailbirds on the crew bar tonight. Yeah, two lawbreakers.
Only two tonight. It's usually more, isn't it, Noel?
Actually, it could be three because we didn't go to the Pinetown Inferior Court to pay the car parking or the car speeding charge.
Scotty.
I can tell you this: when I was at Gravesend, before I went to Gravesend, I got caught riding a scooter, no Lambretta, with no helmet, no tax, no insurance. And the cop had just stepped in the road and stepped right in front of me. And I'd applied to go to Gravesend by then. I was just leaving that job. So I got done, basically. I got charged with driving without insurance and tax and what have you. In the meantime, I've gone to Gravesend. And I had to go back home to go to court. And Gravesend somehow let me go home to attend court. So I went into court all dressed up in my Merchant Navy College uniform with a beret and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and the judge has said, really, I should be giving you what they call it. We have to go every week to check in probation. I said, well, I'm at college. I'm at college. And I'm changing my ways. I said, I'm changing my ways. I'm at college in Gravesend, and hopefully when I leave there in a few weeks, I'll be going to sea. And I said, well, in that case, he said, I'm not going to sentence you to anything.
Yeah.
So I never got sentenced at all.
I'm fine.
Right,
yeah.
No, you're fine.
Well,
I
guys,
must have
was
done a
different
pocket
to you
I
dive.
might have got a
guys.
fine. I can't
Yeah.
on the phone.
I was different to you guys. I got arrested in
or
Sydney.
anything like that. So.
David,
You got
take
done in
charge.
Sydney,
Pete's on the
Bobo.
blower.
Listen, it's that time, Johnny.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that, mate. Apologies.
But I just
Okay.
want to, Bobo, can you see where Pete is?
It's
Is
a
he
little
in
bit
outer
I don't know
space?
what he's doing.
But
He's on the
it gets
phone
a bit
somewhere.
mundane after a while,
I can mute him. Should I mute him?
Paint
Yeah.
tours
Yeah.
and
I'll mute
stuff
him.
that you
He's on a
normally
private
do.
phone call, so I'll mute him. He's okay.
Go on then. Yeah.
Yeah, he's muted.
He looks like he's in a foil box or
It
something.
does, yeah.
Disco.
He's in a cave.
Okay. And just before we go, I want to thank Steve, by the way, because my national insurance went up to $700 a month now. So thank you for that.
National
insurance?
Your pension.
Your pension.
Pension, pension, yeah.
700
Oh, no
bucks a
way,
month.
Mr. Hogan,
Wow,
he's
you
normally
did
got loads
all
of
right.
pay rises as well.
Yeah.
He gets his from the Queen. She's
Okay, guys. Dave, can you do the countdown, Dave?
All right, yeah, boys, give Johnny a wave. But so good to see you all, and we'll see you next time.
Okay,
Right.
see you
Countdown,
guys.
Dave, please.
Okay, Johnny, we're doing that 3,
Just in case Blackpool Bob wants to look at it.
2, 1.